very strong opinion that when you're young, you feel things on such a intense and detailed level. There's an attention to detail when you are like 17 to 22 years old and you're longing, or you're reaching and grasping but never holding. And I've always tried to, like, without being a completely unhinged adult, keep that level of detail and intensity when it comes to trying to describe a feeling.
Okay, I do not consider myself a Swiftie at all, but this is one of those things where I do love Taylor Swift when it comes to her lyrics and just how brilliant she can be. And I've thought about this often, where we as adults, we're so afraid to feel and express what's really going on inside us. We hide it, we deny it. Why do we lose that part of ourselves? To me, it feels like one of the most precious parts that actually make us human. And Taylor's right. There's that ripe age, she says 17 to 22, where everything is so raw and felt so deeply. And maybe it's because we're feeling those emotions for the first time, like yearning, unrequited love, a crush, rejection. So it cuts deeper. But the point is that we allowed ourselves to feel it. She says in another clip where All Too Well, her song, came from sadness overcoming her, where she was sadness and sadness was her. And we have all been there. I mean, it becomes our whole aura in essence as teens. And I love that. Like, as adults, we become so cautious and not to be too unhinged, as she says, because yes, we can't be led by our emotions, but we can still allow ourselves to feel and express them. At least sit with them a little longer than shoving them down and hiding them, and then it compiling and becoming worse. And I think that's where we get it all wrong. And then we feel that much worse after the fact. So how will you express next? I don't know, maybe it's through music or a 10-minute rant sesh. For me, it's usually writing it down and moving the body and dancing to physically get it out. But then I also wonder about, like, those feelings we don't want to get rid of, but like hold on to a little longer. Like, how do we express and embody like that feeling of yearning, the good type of yearning or giddiness, like more before getting distracted or too disconnected again? That's interesting. Anyways, be brave enough to feel yourself move through an emotion and express it instead of being scared of it. See what happens. Maybe it's unhinged. Maybe it's cathartic. I don't know. We won't know until we try, but I almost guarantee you'll feel better afterwards. And maybe go listen to some of Taylor Swift. I don't know.